సీఎం కేసీఆర్ పాలన తెలంగాణలో స్వర్ణయుగాన్ని తీసుకొచ్చిందని, అన్ని రంగాల్లో రాష్ట్రం అగ్రగామిగా నిలబడిందని బీఆర్ఎస్ ఎమ్మెల్సీ కల్వకుంట కవిత తెలిపారు. లండన్ పర్యటనలో ఉన్న కవిత నేషనల్ ఇండియన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ అలుమ్ని అసోసియేషన్ యూకే సభ్యులతో సంభాషించారు. విద్యార్థులు అడిగిన పలు ప్రశ్నల సమాధానాలు ఇచ్చారు. మహిళా రిజర్వేషన్లు, తెలంగాణ అభివృద్ధి, తన రాజకీయ జీవితం వంటి అంశాలపై తన అభిప్రాయాన్ని పంచుకున్నారు. తెలంగాణ ఏర్పడిన వెంటనే సకల జనుల సర్వే నిర్వహించామని, దానివల్ల రాష్ట్రంలోని ప్రజల సామాజిక ఆర్థిక స్థితిగతుల వివరాలను సేకరించామని తెలిపారు. ప్రజలను పైకి తేవడానికి ప్రస్తుతం ఆ వివరాలు ప్రభుత్వానికి ఎంతగానో ఉపయోగపడుతున్నాయని చెప్పారు. సీఎం కేసీఆర్ ప్రభుత్వం కుల వృత్తుల వారికి అనేక ప్రోత్సాహకాలు అందిస్తూ ప్రోత్సహిస్తోందన్నారు.
In healthcare, a very interesting fact like intermittent fasting, nobody is researching on what intermittent fasting does to women. It's only a couple of years back I found few people who wrote books on how intermittent fasting works for women. So when I read a book called Fast Like a Girl, then I really took it up. Then I really understand. But now for the people sitting here and sitting down, should we not understand if the tons and tons of money that is being pumped into health research is only to research about men's health, what about women? Are we not important? Or should we not as a policy legislate and say that you should look into both of these matrices? So there are, it pains me to say, but as policymakers, we really sometimes, I think, ignore women's needs and women's issues. And I can just go on about many, many things. We were also researching about how startups work. First of all, if there are 10 startups, only maybe 1.5 to 2 are women-led startups. And then when you look at the access to finance to the women-led startups, it is dismal. They do not get the finance. Only men-led startups usually get the finance. And what are all of us doing? The MPs, the ministers, it could be male, female, the political parties, doesn't matter. All of us are guilty. But these are certain things that we should really look at. When I say women's bill, women's reservation bill, it is not only to make 181 women as member of parliament. It is about making the billions and billions of women. And mind you, I'm saying this with a lot of pride. When we talk about women, countries don't matter. There are no borders. Across the globe, I don't know how men managed to subjugate us for centuries. At the same rate, now the time has come that women across continents should connect, should talk about issues, should take up these issues. If today India has passed a women reservation bill and some other country does not have that bill, I think it is a duty of Indian women to go help our sisters there. Unless and until we find some bond like that, I don't think we will progress. Men in the room, I'm so sorry, I have such strong opinions, but please get used to it, to hearing many more strong opinions from many of our sisters, because it is time. We've been ignored for thousands of years, it is time. And I'm very, very glad in India the time has come. Well, there are certain little bit lacunas in that bill about the implementation, the time frame, etc., that we will discuss domestically. But one aspect of the bill which should be discussed internationally as well, within the women, if you are reserving 33% for women, how are we making sure, because I've seen Manjuji mention about many communities, that representation of women from all those communities is there or not. For example, in India, in this bill, OBC community representation is missing. So I believe OBC community representation also should be added in this bill. We will, of course, fight it out in our own country. But other than that, this is a wonderful first step for women. This is something that will affect the world in a greater way, because we are 70 crore women. We are getting a chance now to get up there, go to the parliament, get up there, stay in the assembly to make laws that will strengthen our democracy. So I'm very happy that this has happened. I, in a very small, tiny way, was able to contribute to it. And I'm very glad that I got attached to this cause. I could do my bit. And all the political parties, all the leaders, especially my leader, KCR Garu, has been very, very, very inspirational and very pivotal in making sure that this bill passed. Because not only now, 10 years back he gave his commitment. 10 years back we passed a resolution in our state assembly asking the central government to pass the 33% women's reservation bill. And today it has become a reality. We will make sure the bill touches the lives of every women from every strata. and I'm really glad that I'm here today in London speaking about it. We look up to much more opportunities like this, not only for me, but many more women here. As I said, women of the world, it is time. We should get united. But on the other note, I just want to ask a very interesting question, because many of us are Indians here, most of you are citizens already. Well, it is cricket season now, ICC, and UK is the defending champion. I'm rooting for India for sure. Whom are you rooting for? You know, how do you deal with that dilemma? I always wanted to ask you. The UK is the defending champion. I think yesterday we were supposed to start the event, but it will happen soon. So I'm just hoping India will get the World Cup home this time. So you... Thank you so much. And I also come from land of Kohinoor, so I really don't want to miss out this opportunity. Well, there is a discussion about Kohinoor happening and it will go on forever. It's all right. But I just want to ask you, sir, Virendraji, you should also maybe advocate towards this. If you don't feel like giving us the Kohinoor back, it's all right. At least give us back our Vijay Mallya.